Hey everybody, I'm Brian.
I'm Levi, and welcome to the first Overland Essentials YouTube video. I want to talk to you guys about a problem that we've had in the past. Coming up to the perfect campsite and just the perfect views, the flattest ground, but there's no trees, there's no shade, and it's hot as all get out, kind of like today.
Speaking about shade, I'm gonna go get some.
I think so. I think we'll continue this talk about it and a little bit of shade. And what we're going to talk to you guys about today is the Rhino Rack Batwing Awning.
Stay tuned. So we're here to talk to you guys about well, we kind of wanted to do a conversation over one of our favorite products that we've actually gotten recently, and that's the Rhino Rack Batwing. How did you end up getting yours, Levi?
I was fortunate enough to see him at the Rocky Mountain Overland rally there in Gunnison, Colorado. I got to see him firsthand set up and what they did. We actually hid underneath one of them during a rainstorm there, and I actually saw the coverage, so it was a no-brainer. I already had an ARB 2500. Nothing against that. It was a great awning. It was just the amount of coverage that this thing offers was a no-brainer.
Yeah. Yeah, I talked to a guy on Overland Journal named Eric that had an Ursa Minor for sale, and I've been looking at doing an Ursa Minor for a long time. And I just happened to get lucky enough that a guy had an Ursa Minor for sale with the Batwing already attached to it. So knocked out two birds with a lot of stones.
Right.
So me and the wife took a trip down to Tennessee and got lucky enough to snag a good deal on that. So
awesome. So that's, I mean, I'm not as lucky to buy an Ursa Minor with one already on it. I have a bunch of kids that I gotta keep covered as well, so Ursa Minor is not going to work out for me very well. But the simplicity of this thing is pretty unbelievable compared to what a conventional awning does. The setup and teardown of this is definitely a one-man show. It was super simple to install. It already come pre-assembled. Threw it on the vehicle with the brackets that come with it. I have a Gobi rack, so it was a little bit different. Had to use some U-bolts and things like that around the Gobi rack to get it mounted, but it's definitely a firm mount. I haven't had any issues. It does weigh a little bit more than my ARB. It's a bigger platform, bigger area. But other than that, for the amount of coverage that this thing gives you, it's definitely worth it.
I definitely think the pros outweigh the cons with it. And bringing up pros and cons, I think my biggest con was the price of the Batwing. The biggest one I had with the price is that it doesn't come with any of the walls to attach with it. I think for the price that thing is listed for, I think it would make it a bit more appealing if they added one or two walls to give you that option to kind of move those as you see fit based on how you're parked in a camping situation.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I did like about that, though, it gives you an option to have a completely flat wall or a tapered wall, so you get some more coverage. I went for the tapered wall. I'm going to actually get some more walls eventually, but they are a little bit, you know, I think the price point was pretty high on just the walls. But again, it is a pretty awesome awning. I've seen a lot, like Alua Cab, 230 has a new one out. There are several 270 awnings that are on the market. But this one, you know, just what appealed to me with the lightness of it and the ability to put it in really easy.
Well, you know, and you mentioned that you had an ARB awning. I actually had a 55-inch CVT awning, and it was doable. It was a one-person setup. You could do it by yourself, but it definitely made it a lot easier having a second person to set that awning up. And I wasn't completely sold on the Batwing. until I saw the setup, because I thought with the size of it compared to another awning, I mean it's almost twice as tall as a normal awning,
Right.
because it stacks on top of itself as you're folding it. And then whenever I saw Eric do the setup for it, and he literally did it by himself with zero effort, with some wind happening, and he did it, I'm talking, you know, quick, maybe a 2-3 minute setup.
For sure.
Instantly had his Batwing up. So I think talking about those other awnings, and then with that pro and con thing, I definitely think that that's one of the pros of the Batwing, the ease of setup. And tear down to go with it. I think one of the best features that they have on it is that magnet system at the front of it, to whenever you you compact that awning back in before you store it, it basically holds itself in place for the most part. It's not the strongest magnet, but it does its job to help ease the tear down process up, I think. And I think we'll get a lot of use out of them.
For sure. Alright guys, well, I appreciate you watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and get ready for more videos. We plan on putting a lot of reviews out. We're going to do some trips. We got some upcoming events that we're going to do, and have you guys just follow along with us. And believe me, it's a process, and for everybody out there that's shooting videos and doing it full time and living on the road, man, my hat's off to you, because editing videos and editing software and getting all this stuff together has definitely taken some time. And you know, we get our reward whenever you guys go on there and like and subscribe to our channels. Alright, till next time.
Thanks.